Hello, my name is Samuel and welcome back to another video where today we should be taking a look at the set 75218 X-wing Starfighter, which does include 731 pieces, and this was released back in 2018, and this does have 4 minifigures, and this did retail for £90, $80 and €100. Yes, this set is definitely and was and still is pretty much of a rip-off getting it. It was one of those sets full retail value if you did buy it for that much. It kind of just was a rip-off in so many words. It's a great set, but definitely not worth that price. Really, I would say this kind of sits at about the £60 mark, honestly. That I would sort of say £60, $70 I would sort of is where I'd kind of put it at. So yeah, this set nevertheless, so taking the price out of the equation, which is quite a hard thing to do, this set is nevertheless a really good one, and I think it is the best X-wing build. You have like the gap in the wings, just everything is done extremely well. The minifigures are pretty cool. Then it also did introduce, and well, for the only time since, introduced a very controversial helmet which looks absolutely just it looks insane. It looks absolutely too big. So yeah, let's take a look at the minifigures and the build itself of this very awesome but a very overpriced set. So taking a look at the man himself, Luke Skywalker with R2-D2, you can see it, but this is actually the one with the massive helmet, which honestly, this is just so weird. The way that they've made this really awesome helmet, and it's fantastic, but it is just a little bit too big. You can see what it looks like there. It's a cool helmet, don't get me wrong, but it definitely did not please many fans because they actually reversed it, though sadly they haven't done that with the Stormtrooper helmet. I don't know what happened. Like, honestly, I think this is better than the new Stormtrooper helmet. At least it doesn't look like it's melted. It looks a bit big, but it doesn't look like it's literally melted in the sun in like the factory or something like that. But yeah, there you can see what it looks like. It is pretty cool. It does have the Luke Skywalker face, which that is one thing as well. He doesn't actually have an exclusive face print, which is definitely a shame. There you can see his back vest and his face. So yeah, it does look an okay minifigure. Like, the printing on all of that is really awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. It's just the fact that the helmet, and it is actually the same minifigure. I believe it is literally the same printing, but this is just the version of Luke from the AT-AT set. So yeah, honestly, I think he's a really awesome one, but I definitely prefer this one because it gives you some like exclusive printing and everything, and also the chin strap is not included on this newer one. Which then taking a look at R2-D2, you can see where he looks like. Honestly, he is really awesome, and thank you to Brickset. They basically did, in one of their interviews, they actually asked the question of why can't they have back printing, and it's due to the fact that technology has not evolved yet enough for that. So that is kind of a shame, but at least Lego are aware of that, so hopefully they will get that. I think we will. Give it in 5 to 10 years time, I reckon we'll have that. But yeah, that is the R2-D2 minifigure, which is pretty awesome. So then taking a look at Biggs, a Dark Glider, and his astromech called R2-Q2, you can see what he looks like. He is the silver one, which honestly I really like the silver droid. I think he's pretty cool. But you can see he literally is just the same minifigure as Luke. The only difference is that he doesn't have his lightsaber, or he's not actually a Jedi. And there you can see it's just his face print, which I think that is pretty cool. So yeah, I like this minifigure. I think it's really cool. And the helmet again is the massive one, which honestly, it's just such a shame. Like, it's a really good print. It's just the fact that the scale is way too big, because they said that they went more for accuracy here. I think they got a bit carried away, they said. But yeah, still, that is really awesome. And then looking at R2-Q2, you can see what he looks like. Honestly, I really like the printing. Again, it's just such a shame that we can't have back printing. Like, imagine how good it would be. Like, what I'm thinking is, right, so obviously they need something to indicate. If they filled in one of these studs, they could fill it in. So then what the machine does, it would scan for like the solid surface, and that would indicate like the back, what side's the back. So it would be in that corner. Then if it was at here, it would know that that's the back. That's something that I'm potentially thinking could work. I'm not exactly sure how realistic that is, but in my mind that does work. But anyway, there is the droid, which is really awesome. So now let's take a look at the builds of this really overpriced set. So starting off at the end of the X-wing, you can see that it's got quite a smooth and quite just a nice run all the way up to the tip of the ship. You can see if we actually look at Luke all the way there, it looks really awesome looking at that pose. But there's one thing that you can see with the wings. The wings sort of like do tilt down a little bit, and you can see that these aren't aligned perfectly, and you can sort of move them to be like that, but due to gravity, you physically can't get it unless it might actually be due to the fact of the elastic bands, because I've heard other people say it, so that might be a reason. If you've just got yours brand new out of the box, there's a chance it will be better quality due to the elastic bands not being so elasticated over time. But moving up, you can just see that we have some really nice detailing. You can see we have all the stickers and everything, which I think the stickers are done really nice. You can see what they look like here. We have like the yellow stickers, which is the yellow is basically just for all of them. Even though it's red one, I find it kind of funny that they are yellow, but hey, that is accurate, I believe. But yeah, moving along, you can see that we have some hinges there, which I've always questioned why they've always had to put hinges there, but I guess it is to get the perfect angle, but you can see how that's all done. It's done in a really interesting way. It's held on by quite a lot of pieces and some Technic. You've got some hinges, and you've got some tiles and everything. It's really awesome. But then moving along here, you can see that we have the side, which you can see again, that is a little bit loose. There definitely are some issues to this set. You can see just some of them. You've got the little stud shooter there, and you've got the engines, which I think the engines are done decently well. You can see them there. But yeah, it's a shame that they definitely don't add up completely. But if we actually sort of move it over here, you can see what they would look like, which it would look really cool if it was, but hey, it is what it is. And then moving along, you can see that we have the wings and everything. I think the wings are done really well, and these cannons are quite big, but I still think they could look good nevertheless. And if you wanted to, you can simply remove that. Yeah, you'd have to do some tiling, but I mean, it still looks okay if you didn't want to add that. So that isn't too bad. But then moving on around, you can just see the wing and everything. Sorry, there's a bit of dust there, but there you can see the wing, which I really like that sticker. I think the sticker's really cool. The stickers in general, though, I think are really good on this set. Which then, taking a look at the spring-loaded missile, you can see that you simply just press it down and it fires out, which I think is really neat. Of course, it's basically the same, but I still think that's a pretty cool feature. You can then see that we have got this, which they use some of those arch pieces, which again is really cool. You have their little thrusters here, which I like how small the thrusters are. They're not too big. They're like perfectly scaled. Which then, taking a look at the back, and this is something that we've never really had before, and this is them actually building in all of the back detailing using the pistons and everything, like pistols, sorry, which is quite awesome. I have to admit, I love the way that they do that, and from the back it looks really awesome. But there you can see that, and just moving up, you can see that the reason we've actually got that is that they've changed their mechanism for the wings, which we will take a look at that in a minute. But there you can see that, you can see all the wings and everything, and these tiles right now, this is a pretty awesome feature. You have this one here and you have this one here. The idea is that you can actually switch them out for two other ones, which you can see here. So that is for Red 3 and that is for the other member, and Red 5 is for Luke. So we'll take a look at that shortly. But then taking a look at the actual canopy, you can see it has some sand blueprinting on it, and I think it does look really neat. And then you can see R2-D2 again. They've actually got him in the right orientation, which is really cool, though. I believe one of the resistant X-wings had that first, but there you can see Luke. There you can see that we have like the little gap in there is a fire extinguisher in the back, which I really don't get the logic behind that, why there is one, but hey, I guess it is what it is. But I think, didn't they use one, I believe once, maybe on one of the snow speeders or something like that? But there you can see the interior, which I think looks pretty nice. You have the little computer panel and everything. It would have been cool to get an exclusive one with like the Death Star printing, like the part where Luke is lining it up to destroy it and using the force of him. That could have been pretty awesome. But yeah, then you can see we have got R2-D2 up here. You can see what that gap looks like. I think that again is done really well, and they only have one jumper plate just so you can actually make sure you can get him out. Oh yeah, that is what that looks like. You've got some more greebling at the top and everything. So that is what it looks like. Sorry, I forgot there are these two stickers here and here. So that is what it looks like on that side. But if we quickly then point this set up, you can see that there is actually some detailing on the bottom of this set. Yeah, there is no stickers, which is kind of unfortunate, but still, nevertheless, they've added some really good detailing to all of the wings, which is really nice to see. But they really have, because they easily could have left all these plates off and left it like quite bad. So it's cool to see that they've done that. And there you can see that we have the engines, and there you can see we have some parts that go on the bottom, and then we have that which is to do with the play feature. So yeah, that is what it looks like from that angle. Now let's quickly put the camera up and take a look at the play feature. So then quickly taking a look at the landing gear, you can simply put it back in. You literally just do it like that, and then you can fold it up on into the X-wing, which I think is done really nice. You can see that there. You can do it like that. I guess it's better to do it a bit straighter. There you go, but you can tilt it up a bit more. But then if we actually move the camera on up, you can actually see that there, of course, is the main feature, and this is the part that you hopefully all like and been waiting for. You simply pull this forward and you lift out that, which honestly, that looks absolutely incredible. That feature, I think, is fantastic. The way it looks, I just think it simply looks absolutely amazing. Like, you can just see it there. It looks absolutely just incredible. And the way that does it basically has these. When this gets lifted forward, this basically pulls these forward, and they go up like that into that shape to lift out the wings, which is a completely new mechanism, which I think by far is the best one. Like, it is by far one of the most perfected models I think they've done that for. And there you can see that there, which you can't exactly put this on like display like that unless you have a stand, but that is cool. Though it actually would be a pretty good idea if they included a stand for this. I think that would have been something that definitely could have made it more worth it. But there you can see that you simply just do that, and then you put it back, which honestly I think that is done really well. And if you want to see it from the back, that is what it looks like. It honestly looks absolutely incredible. Like, I feel they've really perfected this. I definitely think there's some ways to go 100%. Like, I think the next step really for them is to find a way to make this even smaller, the gap. But hey, that is something to do like in the end. Or maybe if they could do it here, like they could do like, that actually could be a good idea. Could they do like a twist here? That could be really good actually. That would be quite interesting to see. But yeah, that is what the X-wing looks like. Oh, and I've just fired that off. So yeah, there is the X-wing. Wow, that literally went all the way over to one of my Ninjago shelves. It literally travelled all the way here, all the way over here, and all the way to the back of one of them. So yeah, that is honestly insane. But yeah, that is the X-wing. This honestly such a fantastic set. So let's quickly swap out the wing tiles and I'll show you what that looks like. So there we have Biggs Dark Light, aka Red 3. You can see that there, which I think it looks okay. I really do like the way they align it, but for me, of course, I want to keep it as Luke. But some of you guys might prefer Biggs more than Luke anyway. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Honestly, I think this is really awesome. So yeah, this set is honestly a really incredible set. So let's go on to my overall thoughts of this pretty awesome set. Overall, I think this set is honestly really good, but it is so overpriced. This is one of those sets that is good, but only if you get it for the right price. And that's sort of like the whole Mario line. But jokes aside, this honestly is just such an overpriced set. This really just is not worth £90. Like I said, if you pay more than 60, I think 65 is the absolute limit. $70 and €70, but you're not that in pounds. No way, Jose. That is way too expensive. So yeah, it's one of those sets I think is absolutely incredible, but for the price, it's absolutely atrocious. I know Amazon had this for about 65 back in the day on like Prime Day deal. So yeah, that is definitely just the way to go. If you ever want to get this set, honestly, if I was you, I would wait. Oh, but then it's going to be even dearer, isn't it? Like, I like the fact that the newer ones are cheaper and more affordable for most. But yeah, this set, honestly, is only worth 60. 90 is an absolute rip-off. It, honestly, it's just absolutely insane. So yeah, that's basically what I think of this set. I think it's fantastic for what it is, but it's only a really good set for £60. A £90 set is pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. It's just not, it doesn't feel like enough stuff, where £65, £60, it feels a lot of stuff. So that's kind of my thoughts on this set. So yeah, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Do you think it is overpriced? Because I definitely do. So thank you all for watching this price. In fact, I know other people do, because I've got some, like, a friend who also agrees, and other people, and to be honest, most of the community I've seen, everyone else says it's overpriced. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and until tomorrow video, see you there. Bye for now.